As UX practitioners, our role is to represent users in the design work we do. We conduct research to understand user needs and identify design problems or opportunities that will improve their experience. But in order to actually implement design changes, we often have to sell our recommendations to stakeholders and get them to provide funding and resources to do the work required. Justifying design recommendations with qualitative or empathetic evidence isn't always enough to get business stakeholders to take the action we need. Our job as UX practitioners is to serve as a function of the business. So when it comes down to it, we can't just talk about UX in user terms. We have to translate design recommendations into business language that will resonate with the decision makers. In this video, I'll discuss how to sell your design recommendations to business stakeholders by forecasting the impact your recommendations will have on the business. First, identify a descriptive metric. You have to find a way to quantify the problem you're trying to solve. Do this by finding something you can count that is descriptive of the problem. Oftentimes, these descriptive metrics will be in the form of customer support interactions. Customers who encounter a problem often call for help. How many calls are received that relate to the problem? This is your descriptive metric. Or it could be in the form of lost revenue. Customers who encounter the problem may abandon a purchase. Use analytics to identify how many people abandon their cart after encountering the issue. Again, this is your descriptive metric. Now, some design recommendations aren't based on solving an existing problem, but rather they represent an opportunity to improve the experience or business performance. In these cases, ask yourself, what business outcome is not being fully realized? For example, referrals. Perhaps a design issue exists that means users don't discover the option to refer a friend to use your product. So if you want to increase that number, in this case, you would determine how many users currently submit referrals within a given period of time. Let's say within a month's time. This would be your descriptive metric. These are just a few common examples, but certainly not an exhaustive list. The metric you use to quantify is very much dependent on each unique problem or opportunity. Next, quantify the problem or opportunity in business terms. Once you've identified the descriptive metric, figure out how to quantify this further by translating the descriptive metric into a business metric that your stakeholders care about. Common business metrics you should seek to forecast include things like operational costs incurred as a result of the problem, revenue lost as a result of the problem, or unrealized revenue from an opportunity identified. For example, we all know that customer support interactions cost the company money. Let's say that a typical support call costs the contact center $3 to field. If you're fielding 1,000 support interactions each month due to the problem at hand, calculate the operational cost to the business by taking the descriptive metric 1,000 calls times the average cost per call, $3. This results in $3,000 in expenses each month to help users who have encountered this problem. Let's also revisit the example where missed referrals represented an opportunity to generate more revenue. In this case, our descriptive metric was the average number of referrals we got each month. Then, calculate the average revenue gained per referral. Let's say a referral tends to generate $50 in new revenue for the business, and we currently see 1,000 referrals per month. So, currently, we make $50,000 per month in new revenue from referrals. Next, try to estimate a realistic rate of improvement to the number of referrals and forecast the added revenue your design change could produce by using the revenue per referral. So if you expect you can improve referrals by 15% as a result of your design change, you would present this design change along with the new revenue it would create, which would be another $7,500 per month. Business stakeholders are tasked with creating business results, so speak their language. Tell them how your design will help achieve their goals by communicating design recommendations along with the estimated impact on the business. Without this, we're just relying on guesswork. In a business environment with so many competing priorities, forecasting the value of your work will help make your design recommendations a reality.
Thanks for watching. If you want to see more of our UX videos, take a look at these over here and consider subscribing to our channel. On our website, nngroup.com, you can access our free library of over 2,000 articles. You can also register for one of our UX courses that offer live, hands-on UX training.